think that's everything.
I'll put the luggage in the car.
Vashu, are you sure you know what you're doing, beta?
I don't question me now.
No, but are you sure you're not making a mistake? A terrible mistake. And I hope I'm not making a mistake either.
I think I know what I'm doing.
You don't have to go, beta. You can stay here. You can work in the film. I promise you I won't come in your way.
You didn't come in my way. That's not the reason why I'm going.
No, but I have been very hostile towards Mohan.
I can't deny that.
Yes, and I must admit that I still don't know how I'm letting you go with him of all people.
You're not letting me go. It's my choice.
Are you feeling all right, beta?
Why? You want to know what my craziness quotient for today is? Whose office I'm going to barge into and create a scene?
No, beta. You've been quite well these last couple of weeks.
You really thought I was crazy, didn't you?
I stopped thinking, Vashu. I don't know what to think anymore.
We've been through this so many times. I really have to go.
Please don't go, Vashu. We'll sell this house. I know this has memories for you. We'll go and stay with Aji in her bungalow. We'll buy a new flat.
I don't think so,
Please. You can buy a flat of your own.
You can do what you want. I really must go. I've made up my mind.
Please don't go. Please.
I don't do this. We've been through this so many times.
I'm sure if Shweta was here, she would have talked you out of this.
I doubt it, I doubt it.
Well, we also need you, beta. You are strong. We need you too. What will we do without you?
Wonderful things. There'll be rainbows and miracles.
What are you talking about?
Look, you don't need me. After Baba died, I was the one who fell apart. Shweta and you did just fine. You managed so well in spite of me.
We had to, beta. We had to.
But you're going to have to always, because ultimately every one of us has to leave.
No, I'm so scared, beta.
Please don't cry. Don't cry. I mean, you need to save your tears for more important occasions.
I'm so scared, Vashu.
I'm scared too. That's why I have to go. To find my courage, I have to go with Mohan. Trust me, you and Shweta are both going to be absolutely all right.
Varsha? It's time to go.
Vashu. Why, Vashu?
Say bye to Shweta for me, okay? And remember one thing. I love you both very, very much.
So basically, the channel is willing to take 26 episodes after they see the pilot, and if it's successful, we're there to stay.
Phil Donahue, Oprah Winfrey, move over. Here come Tanaz and Sharmila.
So I take it you're signing on.
Don't rush me, darling. I need time to think.
Well, the sooner we shoot the pilot, the sooner we get the approval from the channel, the sooner we get on air.
Tell me, what kind of people are you planning to invite on this show?
Well, I've shown you the proposal for the presentation.
No, I mean, don't give me all that sales talk. Really, I mean, how many celebrities are there who can talk intelligently and are willing to dare and wear their souls?
I don't think we need their souls. I think their minds will do.
Or their bodies.
This is a talk show, Sharmila.
Yeah, but it's a show, right? So we need to show, not tell.
Well, I think we'll have to settle for showing off our intelligence and wit.
And do you really think the two of us make a good pair?
Well, the channel said they loved the idea. They said it sent shivers up their spine.
Did they really say that? Shivers up their spines.
Actually, no. I was just creatively misquoting. But, seriously, Sharmila, I think we've got great chemistry. The fact that we're not best of friends, I think it just adds to it.
What you're trying to say, sweetie, is that we make great opponents.
And everyone loves a good fight.
Okay. Before I get completely carried away and sign my entire life over to you, I want to make something clear. I'm not going to just lend my famous face and vivacious personality to this show. I want an equal say in everything. That is, the running of the show, production values, sets, designs.
Of course, Sharmila. Look, I don't think I made myself clear the first time. I want us to be partners in this.
All right, so suppose I send over my lawyer, Mr. Chand Nirwani, to meet you or your lawyer.
First thing tomorrow morning.
There's just one more crucial point we have to agree upon.
What's that?
Well, it's not as though I couldn't have done this before, you know. I mean, I've been approached by at least half a dozen big-name TV producers to host talk shows, even to act in serials.
Sure you have.
And I must admit your concept is brilliant. I mean, the idea of the two of us warring on primetime TV is...
Thank you.
But apart from all this, what's in it for me?
Well, first of all, there's the money. I've spoken to the sponsors, and they're very interested. And then? Well, and then there's the publicity. I think we're going to create a sensation. Flavors of the month. Fame and fortune, Sharmila, what more would you want?
I already have fame and fortune.
But this is different. This is not as Mrs. Debashish Sarkar. This is as you, Sharmila.
Yes, but I could have done this on my own too. I mean, with another TV producer. Why would I take a chance with you, a newcomer?
Because I have pizzazz, style, savoir-faire, élan, chic, whatever you want to call it.
So why do you need me?
The same reason that you need me.
I do. How?
Well, we may not be compatible personally, Sharmila, but I think we have a lot in common. We're both married to wealthy, workaholic husbands who, frankly, are a little too busy with their own careers to even look at us.
Or be with us.
And we're not content playing rich wife, bored wife. I know you're tired of partying, although you'd be the last to admit it. And me? Well, I'm bored with designing interiors for glitzy, nouveau riche homes. I want to find a new life, be someone, do something. I'm sure you do too.
Even if what you say is true, why should I need you to achieve that?
Well, we can help each other, work together. And above all, we both have something the other needs.
That sounds like the basis of a permanent relationship.
You want your husband to get the party nomination and win the election, right?
Yeah.
And I want to make sure Ashok doesn't. That's why we need each other. I'll let you use the show to promote your husband. And by helping him succeed, well, I get what I want, which is to make Ashok fail.
Varsha?
May I come in?
Yes, come in.
Were you writing?
No, not really. I was just looking through it one last time before I put it away for the moment.
It?
Oh, I mean the play.
You've written a play?
You didn't? It's been such a long time since we spoke. Yes, I've written a play. And I think it's my best one yet.
That's wonderful, Akash. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks.
You must feel great.
No, I feel super. Absolutely on top of the world.
This is wonderful news. I never expected anything like this, but I knew you would write again.
And how have you been?
I'm fine.
That's good.
Well, I'm not in one of my fugue states. That's behind me.
I'm really glad to hear that, Varsha.
Akash, I can't stay. Mohan's waiting downstairs.
Oh, how's he?
He's fine. Actually, he wanted to come up and say hello, but it was late, and I know how upset you were the last time you met him.
Well, that was nothing. I was just upset about my divorce. Are you two going somewhere?
Yes, Akash. That's why I came here. To say goodbye.
Goodbye? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm leaving Bombay. Mohan and I are going to Panvel to his house there to work on a script of a new film we're doing. We'll be back in a couple of months when it's time to start production.
When did all this happen?
When you were busy with your own life.
But you could have called me. Why didn't you tell me about this?
Akash, we've never really been friends.
That's not what you told Vinita in Goa.
I was lying to myself then. I see things more clearly now. Perhaps more clearly than I've seen in my entire life. And I know one thing. You and I have never been friends, Akash. Not since the day we fell in love. And that was the day we met.
Varsha,
Akash, don't say anything. It's always been like this between us. Me doing all the talking and you doing all the denying. So let's keep it that way for old time's sake. Because old times is all we have left.
don't be too sure of that. We're not 85 years old yet.
Well, we're not going to grow old together either.
I don't know, Varsha. Things just never seem to work out for us.
And yet it's never over until it's over. And here I am once again saying goodbye. And someday, maybe yesterday, we'll meet again somewhere. It was beautiful while it lasted, Akash.
So we first show them the comparative budget and get straight into the financial aspects. And I've discussed this with Freddie. He says it's okay, so there's no need to get into an argument all over again. Now, with all that done, what?
Nothing.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You're looking at me, I'm looking at you.
I'm working. You're staring.
What staring at?
Well, don't.
What do you expect me to do? Walk around the room blindfolded?
Do whatever you have to do. Just keep your eyes on your work, not on me.
I've been doing that all week, Vinny. But then working so late. And with you here, it gets to me, I'm only human.
Damn you, Shiv. I told you don't get personal.
I tried, I failed.
Look, we're so good at what we do together. Why can't you leave it at that? Why do you have to complicate things?
I'm not complicating things, I'm simplifying them. Come, let's admit it. We are attracted to each other.
Speak for yourself, Shiv.
Well, then say you hate me. I promise you I'll never say this again.
Look, Shiv. I like you as a colleague, a friend. I respect you. I like working for you. But nothing else can work out between the two of us.
Why not? Because Ashok Mathur won't let that happen. Isn't that right?
Look, Shiv. If I want to see Ashok, it's my business.
I don't think it's business. I think it's pleasure. Purely pleasure.
So what if it is? That's not your concern either.
Okay, so it's not. But you know what, Vinny? I think you're very insecure. And you're finding the easy way out. You're becoming another plaything for Ashok Mathur. You may not think so, but you are.
This won't take long. Would you like a drink?
Oh no, I've quit drinking and eating flesh as well. What did you want to see me about?
This business venture you're proposing to Sharmila.
Yeah, that's what we were just discussing.
You're doing this to establish your independence from Ashok, right?
I'm doing this to establish myself.
Yes, but the primary reason you're doing this, becoming this talk show hostess, this big-time TV producer, is because you want to prove to him that you can do without his golden boy aura, correct?
That's completely wrong. I'm doing this for myself, Pavan. Not for Ashok, not for anybody else.
Now, I find that hard to believe.
Do you? Well, I can't do much about your beliefs.
I find it's much too pat. It's too neatly worked out.
The talk show?
No, this entire subplot. I mean, first you and Ashok Mathur have this dramatic falling out. Ostensibly, of course. And then I find that both of you very conveniently get involved with one or the other of the five of us. Makes me think that maybe this MII story isn't over yet.
I think you're confusing a lot of issues there, Pavan.
Am I? I don't think so.
Really? What do you think? What's your take on this whole situation?
Now, that is what I am trying to get a fix on.
You've changed, Pavan. The last time we met, you were much more somber, not as agitated as you seem now. By the way, Sharmila was telling me about this legacy problem and how it's been upsetting you quite a bit. I guess money has a way of doing that.
Money has nothing to do with this.
Money has something to do with everything.
Anyway, this is not about my personal life.
No, it does seem like it is about mine, though.
Yes, in as far as it impinges on my life or the ones that I care for.
I didn't think you were so protective of Sharmila.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Sharmila. I was talking about Akash.
What about Akash?
Listen, you know and I know that you have left your husband's life to get into Akash's goddammit life.
This is getting a little too personal for my liking.
Really? Well, you didn't seem quite so different the night we met last. You talked to me about the intimate details of your marriage to Ashok Mathur, all about the affairs you've had in the past, and this startlingly frank confession about what you did with Jonathan Parker.
Well, then you'd recall that the reason I did it was because I was feeling estranged from Ashok and his Machiavellian machinations. And if you remember that night, I said to you And I didn't know where Ashok and I were heading. I just didn't think it was towards the big D. Divorce.
That's true, you know. And even at that time, if you don't mind me saying so, I found it to be a little stagey, a little untrue. You know, one of those pathetic little lines to try and seduce someone. Oh, you know, my lover doesn't understand me.
You think I said that to get closer to you?
A lot closer. Let's face it, Tanaz. The air fairly sizzled between us that night. If I hadn't left, I would have been a house guest instead of just a visitor.
You presume a lot, Pavan. I think I should leave now.
Oh, so is that how it works? Seduce when you can, separate when you can't? Is that your motto?
No, my motto is, it's my life. Go find someone else's to meddle in.
Come on, that's surprising. That's surprising. Coming from a woman who first made sure that her husband-to-be murdered Jonathan Parker. Then helped her husband and conspired to implicate the five of us to conceal his guilt in the murder. And finally, the woman who is now preparing to launch the Mathur brand into Indian politics.
You need the MII guidance counselor. I think you've been out of college a bit too long.
Yes, but you won't be without Ashok Mathur for too long, right?
Is that what you think? That I haven't really split up from Ashok yet? That I'm doing this to help him in some, I don't know, backhand, roundabout kind of way?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do. I think this separation is a smokescreen to apparently distract his enemies, apparently weaken his position, so that you can use his influential contacts, his scheming plans, his money, to help him prepare for the forthcoming elections.
Really, Pavan. You know, I'm looking for a good plot for a television soap. I think I should get you to write it.
Oh, that's great. And you know something? You should act in it. You'd win a national award, Tanaz.
Be careful, Pavan. Don't mistake my good manners for naivety.
Oh, I don't. Believe me, I don't. I see it for what it is. A clever disguise for what you really are. A powerful weapon in the hands of a clever, psychotic maniac.
So, are we alone?
Well, you insisted on that, remember?
You didn't really think I'd have this little talk with you with her present, did you?
Why not? She's as much part of this as I am.
God, she's really done a number on you, hasn't she? What does she do? Slip a leash around your neck when she takes you out?
Get to the point, Mandy.
Mandy?
Mandy, Amanda, what's the difference?
Only you used to call me Mandy. It reminds me we once had something special.
Don't get sentimental on me, please.
But that's what all this is about, isn't it? Sentiment.
Look, let's just cut to the chase. I am not leaving Shama. So you file those papers in LA, withdraw the police complaint, and then let's go our separate ways, all right?
That's it. As easy as apple pie.
You're the one that's making this harder than it should be.
But I came back to you. I said I was sorry. Even though it was your fooling around that drove me away in the first place. I'm fighting to keep this marriage alive, Prithvi. You're the one that's trying to destroy it.
Amanda, this marriage is over.
Is that the way you look at it?
Yes.
But I thought we had some